Alright, hello everyone, this is Crota coming at you, and there is my confirmation in the video itself that I am in fact recording. This is Game 4 in a best of 5 series, the final Zotac Cup tournament ever to be played for Warcraft 3, as we see LawLiet spawning as the yellow night elf here at the 8 o'clock position. Meanwhile, here at the 5 o'clock position, we have Cechi spawning as the light blue undead. Obviously, if this is Game 4, this is a 2-to-1 series. Currently in favor of, well, I'll let you figure that out. If you guys haven't watched the previous games, please remember to do so. Now, this is a Night Elf versus Undead matchup, and this series has been pretty entertaining, I gotta admit, so far. Not only along the lines of just typical Night Elf versus Undead matchups, but also because this is going to be the final Zotac Cup, and I hope that this game will be memorable. We see the Tomb of Relics, Altar of Darkness, and a Crypt now coming out into play. Cechi should be moving out with a single ghoul sometime soon in order to do a bit of scouting, and that is where that ghoul is now heading off to. Meanwhile, are we going to see another extra Acolyte make rounds? No, we are not. So no extra Acolyte making its rounds at all, as we're sitting at 14/20 supply. We should be getting more ghouls here in just a moment. As you can see, this ghoul is just heading straight for this orange creep camp right here. He wants to see if there's an Ancient of War there, because that is where you normally would place an Ancient of War, similar to how you see that Ancient of War is off over here. Meanwhile, we are going to be going with a Demon Hunter this time around from LawLiet, and the action will be getting underway in just a moment. The 2-minute mark is normally when the game really takes off, as heroes are out on the field. We can see Ancient of War is uprooted. Archer is going to pull back, and that Ancient of War is now taking damage from two Null Wardens who are somehow attacking through a timber line right there, able to deal a fair amount of damage to this Ancient of War. Meanwhile, the Death Knight is going to be coming in, and this is going to be a huge play, but once more we see that the Death Knight has not gone for, what's it called? He has not gone for the surprisingly, he's blocking and blocking and blocking. Oh, who got the kill? The Demon Hunt. Oh, the tree got the kill. No one gets the experience, as LawLiet, Ancient of War, was the one that dealt the damaging blow. That is actually the worst thing that can happen. However, I don't believe Cechi knows who actually got the kill. The Ancient of War does get taken down, and now things are a little bit in a difficult situation for LawLiet. LawLiet does not have an Ancient of War right now. He has no production buildings, and that means that he is not going to be able to creep anytime soon. That Demon Hunter also has no experience right now compared to that Death Knight. Death Knight is at least sitting on a little bit of experience here, and with that Unholy Aura, he could try to do a little bit of creeping as long as those ghouls are the ones taking the damage. Now the Death Knight does move fairly quickly across the map, especially because that Demon Hunter does not have Boots of Speed yet. That Demon Hunter and the Death Knight now doing a little bit of a foot race, as I think Cechi is smelling blood. He knows that his opponent doesn't have an Ancient of War, and hey, if your opponent doesn't have an Ancient of War, this is the perfect opportunity to try and steal some creep camps. That's exactly what we're seeing here, as the Null Warden gets taken out extremely quickly. You can see that one ghoul very not even into the yellow yet, as the Demon Hunter now tries to make its way over. Alright, the ghouls may actually be able to get in front. Oh, the Demon Hunter now slips back the other way, as the Demon Hunter does avoid a surround. That would have been a potential catastrophe, as well, as you can now see that this Ancient of War, no, going after the Moonwells. All right, Moonwells, there is that one Archer now trying to escape. Is that Archer? Yes, the Archer is currently revealed. Even if she tries to shadow meld, she is going to be revealed for a little while longer. Moonwell's now being used up, as the ghouls are being forced to back off. The Archer is getting in some easy points of damage onto that ghoul, as the Death Knight is trying to insert himself. Yes, is able to insert himself just enough. No, it looks as though the Demon Hunter gonna get surrounded. LawLiet accidentally gets surrounded here. He did tech evasion. You can see that the skeletal minions, a little bit of a swap around there, and the Death Knight now gonna go ahead and try to take down the Demon Hunter. The Demon Hunter is forced to use a scroll of town portals, saving a little bit and using a detonation there. Right, I don't know who actually came out ahead. the Death Knight or the Demon Hunter. The Demon Hunter loses his Scroll of Town Portal, but he was able to get some experience and also take out a ghoul. Also, the Wisp being brought over for that detonation, the Wisp does cost, I believe it's 75 gold. And it's been quite a while since I played Night Elf. Anyways, yeah, 75 gold there. So we'll see whether or not, that one detonation makes a difference in terms of the experience race. LawLiet sitting at level 1. Meanwhile, the Death Knight should be getting to level 2 off of this creep camp, going after the Null Wardens. And you can see Baron Frostfell here getting to level 2, now adding in Death Coil into his arsenal of spells. And that means he should be able to nuke down units and also save units as well. All right, let's take a look at this. The Demon Hunter sitting at level 1. Death Coil does take it out. The Claws of Attack +6. All the units are now trying to back off here. The ghouls are taking a fair bit of damage as the Death Knight now needs to try to do a little bit of insertion damage there. You can see that the ghoul down to 257 hit points and rising as the Demon Hunter realizes that he can't do much. LawLiet now bringing over the Panda, the Pandarin Brewmaster. Breath of Fire, such an effective AoE spell against low hit point swarmy units such as these ghouls. You can take a look at this. The Death Knight now also bringing in a fair number of ghouls as well. This is a mass ghoulish army currently sitting on 0 upgrades, no upgrades at all, and we are already upgrading the Black Citadel with the Halls of the Dead. Halls of the Dead, Black Citadel at the Halls of the Dead. We are looking to get, I believe, that Orb of Corruption for that additional bonus, or that bonus debuff there, as the Death Knight now wanders in here. There's a mana burn. Oh, there goes an Archer, as the Death Knight is still seen at level 2. Demon Hunter does get to level 2 as well. That's why you saw the mana burn after the evasion. And how much damage will get added up? Tome of Experience picked up by the Panda, now seen at level 2, but the Demon Hunter is surrounded. Oh, that was a complete flip of the script there. All of a sudden, that Death Knight, or the Demon Hunter, was really hoping that the Death Knight did not get the Tome of Experience. He denied the Tome of Experience by getting the Demon Hunter in the way, but unbeknownst to him, that ended up just becoming worse as the Demon Hunter fell, giving a lot more experience as well. You can see the Breath of Fire onto those ghouls. They did take a fair bit of damage. The Drunken Haze still sitting on them for a little while longer. We could be making our way to the bottom right as the Lich, still sitting at level 1, does not have an Orb of Corruption, surprisingly, as we're looking at a Lich taking a lot more damage than he bargained for. Alright, here you go. Essence of Blight, Unholy Aura. As much healing as an undead army is ever going to get, unless you use Sacrificial Skull for that extra bit of blight. Alright, let's going on here. Over here, you can see a Rock Golem is taking a fair bit of damage. It's going to get taken out. Lich now picks up a Scroll of the Beast. Are we also picking up an Orb of Corruption? Yes, Orb of Corruption most likely will be transferred to that Lich, as there is no reason to keep the Orb of Corruption on the melee Death Knight unless his opponent goes for some air units and the Death Knight needs to attack air. Instead, it looks like it is going to be bears and dryads in this matchup. LawLiet also has an Ancient of War doing a fair bit of tanking. However, the Troll Trapper will get taken down, and not giving level 3 though to the Panda. The Panda is just a little bit shy. Demon Hunter is nowhere near level 3. Especially as the Panda has now surpassed him in terms of experience. We are now going into this creeping at the 9 o'clock position, and an expansion may be in order if he's able to sneak one off. However, the pressure is already coming in from Cechi, and Cechi's looking to take down these fairly full moon wells, and that is a very, very important call. Staff of Preservation is bringing that Panda all the way back home. Dryads and Demon Hunter coming in as well. As you see a Naga Sea Witch coming in from Cechi. This is the third hero for Cechi, and I'm surprised that he hasn't continued to go with that Dark Ranger. That Dark Ranger has been a very effective third hero, shutting down, getting silence, and just being an all-around nuisance with that Black Arrow. However, the Naga Sea Witch is a much, much stronger, pressing, aggressive hero if he was actually trying to be aggressive. However, we are still seeing creeping now going in. The Death Knight sitting at level 3, unless he's waiting to get into 50 over 50 supply, perhaps waiting for another obsidian statue. That would be an interesting call. Is that an obsidian statue? Yes, there is a second obsidian statue there. There is a Tome of Experience Lich now sitting at level 2, and I believe the Nagasi, which is still sitting at level 1. That Lich could easily make short work of any of those units. You can see the Demon Hunter sitting at level 2, Panda sitting at level 3. There goes the Frost Troll Warlord. What item was left behind? Boots of Quoth the Lost was dropped earlier. I can't tell what is currently sitting underneath that Troll High Priest there. And what is the item? It is an Amulet of Spell Shield. If that absorbs a Frost Nova or a Death Coil, that is definitely going to be worth it, as it is as much denying your opponent mana as well. Alright, Potion of Greater Healing has been left behind. The Lich, now sitting at level 3, also has Gauntlets of Ogre Strength. Naga Sea Witch, still sitting at level 1, doesn't really care about level 2 at all, as the Lich now sitting at level 3. This top left-hand side of the map, I believe there is, still an Ogre Magi left there. That is a bit of a surprise that his opponent did not clear out the creep camp. There's that Ogre Magi now. Bloodlust should be coming in, and what is happening here? Obsidian Statue attempting to heal back up the rest of the units. Crypt Fiends and Ghouls still wandering around, and both armies have kind of swapped places in terms of their positioning, as it looks as though LawLiet is actually going to come in strong and attempt to clear out this red creep camp. Alright, Drunken Haze, Breath of Fire, Panda sitting at 3. Demon Hunter will be getting to 3 here in just a moment. There goes the Forest Troll Warlord. There, down it goes, and a Ring of Protection +4 has been left behind. A total armor of almost 12 now, as the Scroll of Town Portal. No, that's a... wait, Scroll of Town Portal now teleporting all the way back home. Here's the fight. The ghouls are coming in. There is the Dryad getting off a round of slow poison, as the Hunter's Hall is still in a very precarious spot. Alright, the Panda does not want to chase. You can see that the Crypt Fiends are trying to get in some damage here, and there, an Ancient of War may be on its last leg. It could be taken down very quickly, as another Drunken Haze, Breath of Fire 1-2 combination is perhaps a bit too much. Alright, you can see how many ghouls are low on hit points, but the bears are getting focused down now, and getting focused down rather quickly. Staff of Preservation saves a bear, returning it all the way back home, but the Obsidian Statue is still overhead, healing up the majority of these ground units, and the Obsidian Statue still has plenty of mana to go. Alright, that Moonwell taking a bit of damage. Are we going to see a Drunken Haze, Breath of Fire? Yes, we will, as we can see a very low hit point Crypt Fiend gets a recharge from a Death Coil, as the bears are now starting to take way too much damage. Alright, there goes, a very low hit point bear is able to escape. Meanwhile, you can see that the Demon Hunter is back out. Staff of Preservation saves the Panda, as the bears are just still wandering around here. So far, this is looking like an interesting battle. Cechi now continuing pressuring very heavily with this Death Knight army. And the Death Knight, now down to about 600, 700 experience, has to be a little bit careful, as another Moonwell bites the dust. 41 over 50 supply. As this fight is still going on strong, the Death Knight unable to finish off the Panda. Wait, did I speak too soon? Anti-magic potion at the last possible moment, but the Demon Hunter still gets taken out. There goes the Panda, and I believe that is going to be the GG. Cechi losing both heroes in a moment's notice, and there you have it. Alright, thanks for watching, thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed Game 4 in the series. Please stay tuned for Game 5.